What's up my ponios, Andy with Andy Vlogs. Excited to do another tutorial here for you guys, another handyman DIY kind of a thing. I went to Home Depot and decided to add some ceiling fans to my master bedroom and my kids' room. Previously, my kids did not have any light whatsoever in their room. It was just a dead empty space. But we went ahead and we replaced it with a Brookhurst 52-inch fan. What's unique about this is it's really good for angled ceilings. As you can see, my ceiling is obviously angled, and so we needed some sort of a ball joint to be able to suspend the fan while keeping it level. I had actually gone through one or two other iterations of ceiling fans while I was at Home Depot and didn't realize that the one that I bought originally did not support this. And so I went and bought the Brookhurst, which is fantastic. It looks gorgeous and it works really well to match, the look and the feel of the room. So today we're going to go ahead and show you how to put it together. I'm going to give you some tips on what I've learned with regards to the Brookhurst and how to install a ceiling fan. I do want to give a disclaimer though. First and foremost, I am not an electrician. I have no electrician pedigree. I'm not a journeyman, and I am actually not going to give any advice on how to wire this device. I don't want to be liable for anything that you guys do, and so please consult a professional electrician when you're wiring your ceiling fan. But if you are going to be doing it yourself, the instructions do give you a pretty easy do-it-yourself guide in doing it. Before you do anything, it's not okay just to flick the light. You have to go to the fuse box and hit the breaker, turn it off wherever your power is, and then you can start. Alright, I'm going to start from the material data list and go through each one of these components just to show you what we've got. The first thing are obviously the blades. It comes with 5. Next most is going to be the light kit. And I'm going to tell you kind of my tip in order to install this, because I made a big mistake when I installed it. The next thing to the right you can see there are the blade arms that you're easily going to connect to the blades. The next is the fan motor assembly. This one's a little more complex, but it doesn't take much assembly at all. Now coming down, these are the light bulbs that it comes courtesy. Then I'm going to go to the left, and those are the glass shades. Then next we've got the canopy bottom cover and the canopy itself. And then last but not least, we've got the hanger ball and down rod assembly. This is what gives you the mobility and ability to hang your ceiling fan at an angle from an angled ceiling. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. Cue that music. Oh yeah, make sure you have a ladder if you're gonna be up high. And then you just need a Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. That's all I needed. With that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's position the ladder. And again, make sure you go to your switch, hit the breaker, turn the electricity off. It's not enough to just hit the light switch. You still have a live wire, and it will electrocute you. So please, we don't want anyone getting hurt. Consult a professional electrician before you touch any wires, any cables, any kind of that installation. Let's go.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If we
Okay, we just completed step 4, and now we're on to step 5A and B. And I wanted to share a tip and trick because once you get past step 5, this is going to be mounted. And so before you mount it, there's a couple of things that you should do to save your arms because of how much you're going to have to be reaching up to unscrew. So right here, first and foremost, there's these little plastic pads that are screwed onto the screws where the fan blades are going to stick out. Before you install it, undo these. Now, it recommends that you don't because this ball will no longer be stationary. I found it so frustrating to not unscrew these and hang it, and then unscrew it when it's upside down. It was not easy the first time I did it. The second thing that I recommend doing as well is installing the light bracket here. Install this first on top of this. It's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to show you how to connect the electronics again because, well, I'm not an electrician. But I found this part to be the most frustrating because you've got the blade arms and you've got this heavy part that you have to crunch into this tiny little space, and doing it when you're sitting down with it before it's hanging is much easier. So that's what we're going to do right now.
Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet. We could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste
Okay. All right. So we did it. I showed you some of my tips and tricks installing.
No, Dorothy!
I wanted to do it. Oh, did you kick that? Oh, I'm sorry. You okay? Oh, can I see which one? This one? Here we go. This is called the heap ho.
It's not bouncy, remember?
This is the heap ho. You want more heap ho? You already have. Heap ho! Alright, enough of that. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and unveil now my fan that I put together. I showed you a couple of tips and tricks, like installing the light part right here before you hang it. Nonetheless, it took me about an hour and a half or so. Last time I did it took me about 2 hours. Without further ado, again, disclaimer, I am not an electrician, I'm not professional, I'm not certified in all of that, so please consult a professional before you do the electrics. I went ahead and went downstairs and I turned the breaker back on, and now we're gonna go ahead and unveil and fan. Fast, medium, slow, off. There it is. Thank you so much everyone for supporting, watching, checking this out. If you like this content, hit that subscribe button, like button, all those other kind of buttons.
All them buttons.
Peace out.